All right, let's get real for a second. Buying your first fun car is one of the most exciting things you'll ever do as a car enthusiast. But when you've only got a $10,000 budget, everyone suddenly becomes a car buying expert in your DMs. Just get something reliable. Don't buy a BMW, they're a money pit. Get a Prius. Nah, forget all that. You're not looking for boring. You're looking for something fun, something that'll make you actually want to drive to work, and something that doesn't break the bank every time it needs an oil change. So today, we're counting down 5 of the best first cars you can get for under 10K that will make you fall in love with driving. Whether you're into JDM Euro or just cars that put a smile on your face, this list has something for you. Let's start with a classic, the Honda Civic Si, specifically the 8th gen version. This is the car you buy when you want reliability, practicality, and a healthy dose of VTEC-induced stupidity. Under the hood, you've got the K20 V3, a 2.0L naturally aspirated 4-cylinder pushing out around 197 horsepower and revving all the way to 8,000 RPM. That's basically Honda saying, yes, we built a reliable daily driver, but we also made sure it screams like a touring car when you floor it. The 6-speed manual is butter smooth. The chassis is balanced, and even though it's front-wheel drive, it handles corners way better than most people expect. And here's the beauty. It's still a Civic. Parts are cheap, reliability is bulletproof, and insurance won't make you cry. Mod potential endless. Intake exhaust tune coilovers. Suddenly, you've got a little street weapon that's still daily friendly. Just watch out for the rev limiter. It's addictive. If the Civic Si is the sensible fun choice, the WRX is the send it choice. This is your ticket into the world of turbocharged AWD madness. You get a 2.5L turbo flat 4, making around 265 horsepower in stock form, paired with Subaru's legendary symmetrical all-wheel drive. Translation: you can blast through twisty roads or rip around in the snow like you're auditioning for a rally stage. The WRX has that raw mechanical feel that a lot of modern cars are missing. The turbo spool, the blow-off noises, the grip, it's addictive. Now, the elephant in the room, reliability. Yeah, Subarus have a rep for blowing head gaskets if you neglect them. But here's the thing. Buy one that's been maintained, keep up with oil changes, don't abuse it on a cold start, and it'll treat you well. Mods. Oh boy, you can go from slightly faster than stock to terrifyingly quick with just a bigger turbo injectors and a tune. And because it's AWD, you can actually use that power. The Acura RSX Type-S is basically the grown-up cousin of the Civic Si. Same Honda reliability, same high-revving fun, but wrapped in a slightly more refined hatchback package. Pop the hood, and you'll find the legendary K20A2 engine, 200 horsepower, 6-speed manual, and an 8,000 RPM red line. It's not just quick, it's fun. The shifter feels like it's connected directly to your brain, and the chassis is nimble enough to make every back-road drive feel like a track day. It's also shockingly practical. Need to haul a set of wheels to the track? Fold the rear seats down, toss them in the hatch, and you're good. The RSX has a massive aftermarket scene, everything from bolt-ons to full K-Series engine swaps. And because it's an Acura, you get a slightly nicer interior and more comfort compared to a Civic. Pro tip: the RSX Type-S is starting to climb in value, so buying one now is basically like getting a fun car and an investment at the same time. All right, now we're getting into proper rear-wheel drive sports car territory. The Nissan 350Z is the kind of car that makes you forget about practicality and focus entirely on driving. You get a 3.5L VQ Series V6, making anywhere from 287 to 306 horsepower, depending on the year. And because it's naturally aspirated, you get that instant throttle response and a sound that's pure JDM muscle. The 6-speed manual is the one to get. It's strong, direct, and perfect for spirited driving. The chassis is planted, the steering is sharp, and it's got enough power to get you into trouble. But not so much that it's unmanageable for a first car. 350Zs are also surprisingly affordable right now, but clean, unmodified ones are getting rarer. If you find one that hasn't been drifted into a wall, grab it. Mods exhaust for better sound coilovers for sharper handling, maybe a lightweight flywheel, you'll have a car that feels way more expensive than it is. Yes, I know, don't buy a BMW as a first car, they're unreliable. But hear me out. A well-maintained E90 BMW can be one of the best driving experiences you can get under $10K. The 330i comes with the silky smooth N52 inline-6, making 255 horsepower, and it's one of BMW's more reliable modern engines. The 335i, on the other hand, gets the twin-turbo N54, making 300 horsepower, and with a tune, you're looking at 380-plus horsepower without breaking a sweat. Both are rear-wheel drive, both have incredible chassis balance, and the steering feel is chef's kiss. It's the kind of car that makes you want to take the long way home every single time. Yes, maintenance is pricier than a Civic, but if you budget for it and buy one that's been cared for, you'll have a first car that feels like a mini M3 for a fraction of the price. So there you have it. 5 of the best first cars under $10K, for anyone who actually cares about driving. You've got the reliable Civic Si, the rally-bred WRX, the high-revving RSX Type-S, the RWD fun of the 350Z, and the Euro driving perfection of the BMW E90. Which one's your pick? Are you going with the Civic for bulletproof reliability? Or are you risking it all for that twin-turbo BMW life? Drop your answer in the comments. I want to see which one comes out on top. And hey, if you enjoyed this list, smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss the next one. Trust me, we've got some wild builds and budget-friendly car lists coming up that you won't want to miss.